Right? Yeah, both of our competitors dripped out of their goddamn minds.
Carry always dresses nice.
Yeah, yeah. These are some ridiculous fits. I feel embarrassed in my single T-shirt.
Hey,
this is just
single T-shirt
yeah.
gang.
Like really, the battle here is not actually with our competitors. It's with their fucking drip.
Whoever's the more stylish player wins.
Yeah, clearly that will decide it because the sheer intimidation factor.
It's like, I don't want to lose to this.
Yeah. So, going into...
Yeah, this is winner semis.
Yeah. All right, so
winners of
Carry and
semis
Romski
game
here.
1.
Yeah, with the Fox and Falco classic spacing matchup on, I believe this is Battlefield layout.
Yes, this is Battlefield.
I forgot Melee Battlefield looks like this. I haven't touched this game in a hot minute. Let's just hope the Ledges decide to behave themselves.
The Ledges will definitely behave themselves until you want them to.
Oh,
and then they won't.
They'll behave for, like, the least important moments. All right, so here, Romski keeping up the edge guard pressure. Already a stock lead over. Yeah, they're throwing down some real offense here. Eruption. Now then, we got commentator switch on Mike. However, Romski will not let that affect him because he can't hear us. Already 2 stocks over stephkerry.
It certainly is an interesting, rather explosive game from this Falco.
Yeah. Will stephkerry be able to claws back out from this deficit?
I think it's quite possible.
Yeah, it's totally possible.
Despite the stock disadvantage, 121% on Falco, Fox can pretty easily kill off of that with an up smash, just as I said.
Up smashes and up airs could be his key out of here for victory. But this Falco Romski is not letting him keep with that pressure.
Crouch cancel, forward smash,
and then
classic.
In the 3-1 stock situation, I can't imagine the pressure already. It's on.
And you can actually tell this is, I feel like choke could happen, but honestly, so far, it looks so good for Romski.
Yeah,
I mean, the percent is in his favor, but it's still totally possible for this game to
constantly pressuring with like his nairs, his shines, every position until
Falco
and now all Romski has to do is wait for an opening here, but back airs do deny a constant advantage.
That's
a little bit
lot
of clashing, a little bit of trades here, but every single one of these is coming out behind on stephkerry.
I guess it must have
Romski though able still does fall.
I will say though, 2-1. That's definitely
2-1,
quite concerning.
87%.
However, well,
totally possible to claw back.
But yeah, with that percent deficit, it shouldn't be too hard for Romski to play this game right in his favor.
Yeah.
However, it is a matter of him actually playing it right.
Still
and
in neutral here.
Steph is not letting it affect him. Oh, that shine. That could have definitely really evened things out. But 130 on Fox is quite a precarious position to be in. Of course, Romski is totally intent on playing this a lot more defensively, despite the stock lead. Not trying to overextend himself too much, albeit obviously with space.
Having to recover high, but then that dash in and the shine.
That was smart.
Clean opening for himself.
Yeah, drifting right to ledge instead of actually going on. Because you expect like a high, the high up B there to do that, but
not able. We are in the last stock, 159%.
159%.
Falco can kill off anything, but this is no longer possible for Fox here.
And notably, he's in that position to where he could do what he did last game with the crouch canceled F smash. So Steph is going to have to play this really well, but honestly, that's it for that game.
Such a hard fought battle from Carry, but Romski is able to close it out in the end. Had the stock advantage to burn, had the time to burn, so he was able to almost bring it back, but just not quite.
It's still totally possible. This game can still go either way.
It's for next stage we'll have Yoshi's Story. Classic map, both spaces. This is still a brutal environment.
I will say, this map definitely can help Falco's out quite a bit more, because that F smash can be a lot more useful, kill a lot earlier when you have the positioning of those smaller blast zones. So I forget if it's vertical is also equally
Either way, this is a much more brutal stage. Even in Battlefield, for all the jokes about Battlefield's ledges, Yoshi's Story might prove a harsher environment for both of them.
Of course, notably with how good the recoveries are, they should be able to manage this, but it's a matter of making sure that they're doing
It's not even a matter. It's not even a matter of, like, I mean, both
and yeah,
spaces climbing
that,
100%
that F
before
smash
they
already.
die. But
And even then,
we saw
these players are still
150
very
live.
evenly
We saw
matched.
150% lives, but now they're dying at like 120.
Actually, I forget what Smash game goes for 3 stock starters, but you get the joke I was about to make there. Point being, it is still a very even game. Of course, some early grabs. These fast fallers certainly fall prey to those quite easily. Those things these two can definitely fall for. Falco shine with how high the
Falco shine just controlling as much space as possible here.
oh,
Just throwing Fox
space.
around like a wet rag.
Definitely a bit more of a pressure game here. Absolutely showing some
at 80%
dominance over that
already,
stage.
Already gone.
Definitely trying to make this work here. And honestly, I'm quite impressed with Romski's restraint, despite obviously this being Falco and you being able to do a lot with the pressure. He's definitely playing this a bit more patiently, perhaps. Still keeping up the pressure, still doing all the things you'd love to see out of Spaceys. But notably, compared to what feels like Steph Curry's more bombastic play style, Romski definitely feels like he's waiting more for openings and simply
he has the ice in his veins to not push it.
I will say it is really smart, but
however,
sadly it doesn't always
stocks,
help.
This is,
of course,
85%
on Yoshi's. They could kill earlier than usual.
If able to break Romski's composure, if he's able to get in pressure more often, then this is absolutely winnable. This is frankly, this is much more winnable than the last game we saw of the both of them.
Of course, so far so good actually for Steph.
That down air, back air combo though.
Ultimately, this is a very back and forth game. These two are still very evenly matched despite the differences.
And
in play
there
style.
goes Steph Curry's last stock to burn. Final stock, of course.
Best of 5. Best of 5.
Yeah.
However, so we got another.
You can't just throw away games so easily, or else he's gonna have to reverse.
Of course.
Or else he's gonna have to take it back so quickly.
I don't expect the.
Now,
I feel like it may be possible.
64 to 62 already.
Oh, that crouch cancel. He was waiting for.
Just barely grabs the ledge there. It seems like he's on borrowed time. That's game.
Oh right, yeah. Romski up 2-0.
Wonderful pressure from Romski there multiple times through that round.
Of course, this does not mean the game is anywhere close to over.
Yeah.
Both players are still very evenly matched, and they can definitely take advantage of that.
Yeah, we have.
And honestly, it can still go either way. Of course, that pressure is very much going to be mounting for Steph, but it is still totally possible for him to do it in what could potentially be his last game in Winner's Side.
Both fighters taking a bit of a rest stop, just regaining their composure a little bit.
Most likely banning stages as well.
Yeah, just making sure that they aren't falling prey to their own tension now, because we're in the last game. Romski needs to
played some very
secure
even
the
stages,
set.
so I'm not really surprised. The verticality of the platforms on these stages definitely helps them with their both having pretty good vertical game plans.
Nice,
albeit
clean,
that F smash,
as
already demonstrated, goes
smash,
quite far.
Early F smash, 63% to 14.
Oh gosh, unfortunate read for the roll
Romski's
in there,
just
but
building some in between games. Romski building his composure back, gaining his focus. He's going in a little bit more often, being ready to take everything that Steph Curry says. He's reading it.
Romski's simply just
everywhere he can.
adapting really well so far. Of course, these are Spaceys. They die as quickly as they can kill. So even then, one good edge guard is all it takes to give Steph the advantage. But Rom seems very intent on not letting that happen, especially with this first kill. Back to neutral. Of course, these players are flying around the screen, but luckily that spawn invincibility would give Steph the advantage he needs to take out a first stock, but it seems that Rom is more than intent on playing well and defensively, taking advantage of Falco lasers.
104%. We still do have a little bit more space to give on these blast zones than our last stage here.
Oh yeah, this is not
side being into the air, side being into the up tilt.
Oh gosh, unfortunately getting hit by that.
170%, and he finally goes down.
37-0. This is still a very even game. Honestly, Fox can more than easily build up that sort of percent.
It's like one neutral interaction.
Shocked. I haven't actually seen too many lasers, even when it's been nice to play defensively. But honestly, I think Steph's so intent on just going in that
need to get in, so they don't really. So that pressure situation, that forcing others to come in, they're trying to go in too.
I mean, notably, they got the very. Theoretically, they have the ability to play more defensively, but however, I think Rom definitely
128 to 7%.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah, they got no problems here. So, yeah, back into the game. Steph Curry a stock down, but we saw him close to coming back to those a couple times, so I believe it's totally possible for him to return and strike just as hard back at Romski.
Absolutely, but of course, you're seeing how and of course you're seeing how excellent Steph's pressure is when it gets the time to shine.
That
but
pressure game.
Those Falco lasers can be so annoying to deal with, and Steph is really feeling it.
92 to 93, he's able to claw back that percent lead. But at 100, both of these are easily in range for killing.
Absolutely. One just random Fox up smash could be more than enough to take a stock.
Or Falco forward smash.
Oh, absolutely. It's definitely more than possible for either player to get a kill here as the percents keep climbing higher. And a shine spike
shine edge.
proves my point.
That edge guard. Nice and wonderful.
Knockback
Now Romski, however, with the percent lead, Romski just needs like one good hit to take him out. Carry backing off a little bit more. Romski throwing out the lasers to force him in.
Yeah, absolutely.
And then that chain grab. Oh.
Yeah, absolutely. You love seeing... Honestly, I kind of love the chain grabs in this game. I get why it isn't really a thing in other Smash games. It can be very annoying to fight, but... God, I kind of love
racking
chain
up
grabs.
the percent, he might actually be able to secure a stock lead back.
If Romski does not kill him first, because as you can see, he's still clawing back pressure. But honestly, the pace of this game,
back air,
as shown, is still very even.
Yeah, this is a tight game. Even excellent gameplay from both players, and that forward smash is able to secure that kill.
Very late, but you know what? Whatever works, works.
However,
and of course,
straight back, last stock 0%. Will stephkerry be able to claw his way back and potentially even win the whole set, or will Romski finally put this set into the end?
Rest? Yeah, no, it's definitely possible, but honestly, it is definitely quite possible for either player to do this.
However,
Romski
100%.
So, gosh, where did it go?
Where did carries like in
of course.
He got that dog in him. Where did this come from?
Well, I don't quite know, but what is for certain is that Romski is definitely clawing now for every percent he can get, and I think that is a dead Falco.
Carry winning game 3 of 5. He has 2 more games to win to pull it back, but suddenly it seems so much more possible now. That light's just showing through.
Absolutely more than possible. As I told you earlier, this is totally possible that this game can go anyway. Each fight, each stock is like a battle to the death practically in and of itself, let alone the whole game, the whole set. These players are so well evenly matched that it really is practically a coin flip if you want to tell who wins and who loses on this.
Yeah. Well, then this just means that, well, Pokemon Stadium now, this still seems like a fairly even matchup for both the Spaceys. We just have to hope that,
frankly,
either we're here hoping for Romski to secure the set, or for Carry to totally pull through and reverse sweep this.
Personally, I still think it might be in Romski's hands, though admittedly, less platforms gives less movement opportunities for both characters, and interestingly enough, with just how well they can take advantage of platforms, I think the disabling of the top platform to allow for less of Fox's killing off the top shenanigans that Falco, with his F smash, doesn't really have to worry about, definitely actually I think puts this in Romski's favor so far, though that is just a guess. I don't know these stages too well.
Yeah, clean movement so far, but the shine up into the back air, able to pull away, and the edge guard secures our first stock of this game.
Very classic edge guard.
Yeah, excellent play from Romski there. But suddenly it's right back in Carry's seat to take that stock clean back.
Of course.
Much more even fight than we've even seen some of our first 3 games.
And honestly, it's always impressive just how well these players are moving around the screen. After all, you can tell just a moment's notice, a stock goes by in a flash. Carry's now got the advantage of all things.
Suddenly it's Romski having to work his way right
even
back up.
24%. It's going to be a hard game for Romski to bring.
However,
if he keeps it's already 70%.
Like if he keeps not getting hit like this, he might just have the chance to swipe that stock honestly, right back.
What Romski can really take advantage of with his more defensive playstyle is the knowledge that it's not about hitting the opponent, it's about not getting hit. And at 11%, he's proving this quite well. However, getting this chain grab is going to be very important for Steph's damage, as he's showing quite aptly. Of course, I think that was a Phantom hit. But yeah, point being, even despite this, these 2 players are more than capable of killing each other quite easily. And as you can tell, that's a dead Falco.
Yeah. Suddenly, it's Carry's game to win. It's Romski's game to lose. 2 stocks to 1. It is doable that Romski clutches this out and pulls through for the set win, but seems like Carry might take this to game 5.
Oh, it's totally possible, but Romski's definitely going to make it hard to do. He's really good at abusing the lasers to make Steph feel like he just can't move around the stage like he wants to.
And with another back air.
as it's clearly shown, 97% already. One good, honestly, if that was an F smash, that might have been quite a lot.
And then down air kills.
Falco down air.
Falco at 53. It seems like we might only be one up.
One good interaction,
one up air, one up smash away.
I should say
from Romski
it
dying,
will take a couple
with this
interactions.
brutal percent gain so quickly, suddenly Romski is looking in quite the position to snag the win right out of the jaws of defeat.
Oh, absolutely. And I will say, these players are so evenly
Neither
matched.
species in a comfortable position. The tension is high. Carry whiffing a grab. Romski answering back with lasers. Carry throwing out his own.
Nice to actually
side
see
beams to recover.
Oh, gosh. Oh, he
catching him, and with that up smash, seems like Carry will take game 2.
Anyways, Carry, notably, taking advantage of lasers there was really nice. I think I've been saying this quite a lot. He definitely needs to take better advantage of those to pressure Rom, just like how Rom has been pressuring him with lasers.
A clean change in strategy.
It's definitely a very good strategy. Fox can really take advantage of those lasers in a way no other character really could. Even the more defensively zonery characters, like you'd see from Samus, could not take advantage of that like that because Fox's movement is just so fast that it is very impressive.
Game 5, right back on the same stage. Right back on the same stage. Carry and Romski throwing each other's percent right up from the get-go. And it's anybody's set to win.
And honestly, with the way that Falco can definitely take advantage of that 100% right there, playing as defensively as he usually does, Romski is more than capable of taking this game.
But Carry's aggression might get him to secure the kill early. We'll have to see who comes out on top here.
Oh,
with a misinput,
that's
with
unfortunate.
a misinput air dodge, suddenly
you see
maybe isn't looking so secure. Romski can still wipe
no,
him out super quickly.
One good F smash
is confidence.
Still definitely possible to take.
We take those.
But I mean, Carry will definitely take that. Perhaps all the way to the bank, but so far so bad for his percent gain. And as it's being shown, Romski is
only
more than intent on making this as hard as possible for Carry to even hit him, let alone take this game.
0-4, 3 stocks again. We're right back in the neutral game. Neither at high percents again. Neither so close to killing.
And especially because these are the kind of positions where you can really take advantage of crouch canceling right now. But honestly, with the kind of combos Falco are doing up and down, it's very easy for him to take this next stock.
Of course, 2-3, Carry might be feeling a little bit more of the pressure now. Game 5 situation, clawed all his way back. He can't afford to lose to Romski here. However, with that 75%, but his own percent climbing so quickly after the edge guard, I don't think he's being given much of a choice. Does manage to recover, and with a chain grab back air, the position is looking like his now.
And it's absolutely totally possible, but of course, as Romski flips into a now edge guarding position, he's more than capable of taking this back. That shine is just so useful. Unable to take his jump, but definitely able to annoy the hell out of him with that laser.
Trying to get in with the side B, it looks like being thrown to the opposite side of the stage. He's granting him a break.
Missed air dodges in this game can feel brutal, but unfortunately
Romski just barely manages to grab his way onto the ledge.
Oh my, this game is so close. And
with that back air, two stocks to 2.
Unfortunately, this percent.
Yeah, that percent is going to make it really hard. 2-1. Romski, will he be able to secure the win that was almost taken from him, or will stephkerry be able to pull that power out of him? So get super close in and just totally reverse sweep from Romski.
And honestly, it's quite possible for either player. While the stocks may not be tied, the percents are, and unfortunately, though, it seems to be slipping out of Steph's hands as Romski really does seem to be intent on taking this game, and his more defensive playstyle may not be the best for really getting those kills, but it has really proven well at just annoying the hell out of Steph into making a lot of mistakes and just kind of falling into a lot of what Falco wants to do. Now, naturally, of course, both of these characters being super offense-focused is more than possible to let this work.
This might be our last edge guard of the set. However, it looks like Falco predicts a low recovery, and now with that back air, it's looking close. Last stock of the final game. It still is anybody's game. It's a hard.
Unfortunately, at that kind of percent, it is
just barely
really
able to
hard to make it.
Extremely impressive gameplay from both sides.
Oh, it's absolutely impressive. I will say that just with how percents work out, it is very difficult to make that work.
As you can see, Falco just dealt so much more damage. His kills were way early. His kills were like
far.
His kills were far less early. However, his deaths.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It
However,
was shown here with all these stats.
So
it's
close.
very possible for either player to have taken the game, and you can definitely tell the advantages and disadvantages of Romski's more defensive playstyle. Generally speaking, killing at nearly double the percent that the other person gets killed at, that the other person kills at, is definitely.
Yeah, extremely impressive gameplay on both sides. Carry, both extremely impressive in this gameplay. Again, wonderful job from both sides. Thanks to both of them for just pulling out one of the most incredible games of Melee so far this night. Now it seems like we're just waiting on our next pair of competitors here, so I'll be right back.